Hi, I'm Mike Farlow with ComTech, and I appreciate you joining me for this exciting announcement. We have been building this for some time, and we finally got a billing and service portal ready for you guys. The video that we're going to be doing today is strictly on the billing side of the portal, so be looking for emails later on where we'll go over the service side. But today it's just the billing, and I know it seems strange to be excited about it, but this gives you some great features and capabilities you didn't have before. You can actually pull up your invoices, you can set up auto pay. There's lots of different things you can see in here, as well as a history as well. So anytime you need copies of invoices, that sort of thing, they're right there at your fingertips. So let's jump right in and take a look at this new portal. I'm going to just go over the billing side of the portal today, and hopefully this will make things much easier for you. It should allow you to see all of your open invoices, see past invoices, set up auto payment or make one-time payments. This is just a wonderful feature that we've added as we continue to expand and add services for you guys to hopefully make your life a little easier. So let's dive right into it. In the portal here, we're going to focus on this one button right here, which is make a payment. You can do a lot of things with this one button, and this button is exactly the same as this button right here. They both have the $ figure on it. So I'm going to click on it and show you where that goes. And the first thing you'll notice is that it will show you how many invoices that you have open and the total amount due on your account. It'll also show you past due amounts, and you can set up payment methods in here. It will also, as you scroll down, give you a list of those open invoices and even show you a payment history so you can see how things are going there. So one of the things that I wanted to show you to begin with is that to set up for a new payment, you have to actually put in a payment method, of course. So if you click New Payment Method, that's really probably the first place you should go. You've got a choice of credit card or bank account. I would encourage everyone to use a bank account instead of the credit card. You can certainly use the credit card, but we're seeing credit card fees that keep going up and they're becoming substantial. It is very possible in the very near future that we may have to put a small surcharge on credit card payments, just like a lot of vendors do. There is no fee associated with an ACH or a bank account. So if you can use the bank account, please use it. The auto pay feature, as far as setting all this up, is very much like any other one you've set up. If you're paying your water bill, if you're paying your power bill, your phone bill, whatever it is, I'm sure you're used to this. There's nothing really new involved in this. You just pick which source that you want to add and click next, fill in the numbers, fill in exactly what's in here. It even has a quick help. If you hover over this question mark, it will show you what the different fields are. This one is your friendly name. This is just something that you would use. Doesn't really relate to anything. It's just something for you to recognize. And then the account name down here is actually the account name that typically would be on your statement. So this needs to be accurate. Of course, your routing number and your account numbers need to be accurate, and pick the appropriate type down here. And then you hit next when you're done. I have already set up a payment method in here. So you can see I've got a bank account already linked. If I wanted to add a credit card as well, you can add multiple, uh, definitely add multiple payment methods so you can easily choose how you want to pay and where you want to pay from. So that's very simple. If I did want to make a payment, I could just come up here, click the make payment, And it'll ask, what invoices do you want to pay? If I had multiples here, I could put check boxes next to each one. I could deselect all of them. I could select all of them, whatever you want to do. Very, very simple. I'm going to hit select all and I'm going to hit pay. And when you pick the pay, it asks you where do you want to pay from. Obviously, I only have one set up in here, so it defaults to this SunTrust account. And if I wanted to submit the payment, I just hit submit and it's done. Very, very simple. If I wanted to schedule that payment, maybe I want to pick a date in the future, then I could certainly do that as well. We could click here, and if I wanted to wait and perhaps pay it on the 15th of October, I could do that. Again, hit submit. Again, this is not rocket science. This is all very simple. Once I hit submit, I'll get a summary and a confirmation, and that's basically all there is to it. So, I mean, couldn't be any easier. The thing that I wanted to show you that is unique is the auto pay feature. This is amazing. I really love this. A lot of people have been asking for better control over their payments, and this is it. I'll show you what I mean here. If I was going to create an auto pay, this is unlike any one that I've seen anywhere else with the power that it gives you. I can click the create or the new button. They do basically the same thing. And this actually is aware of your contracts and your billing. So if we click on the default, it says, where do you want the payment to come from? Of course, we have to choose a source. And you can choose to run it on the due date if you want to make sure that you're coming in a little bit before. We can do 10 days before the due date. We can pay it immediately when it's invoiced. If you have a certain day of the month you like to pay, you've got great flexibility here. So you can pick whatever you want to do. I'm going to pick 10 days before the due date in this example. That way, we're sure that it's going to trigger well before the due date, so we know that there's not going to be any chance of it being late. And this is where it gets really interesting. You've got two choices here. You can choose contract or amount. And for example, if I just wanted to pay my contract, in this case, this particular example I've got has a premium contract. I can say just pay my automatic premium contract every month, 10 days before the due date, and from this account, and that takes care of it. That way I know that recurring monthly billing is taken care of, no questions asked, and we're good. So if I did that, we're all set. I could hit save and we're done. If I also wanted to perhaps set up an auto pay for other invoices, let's say we get billed for Office 365 or whatever else we might be, I can also come in here and set an amount. So if, let's say, I want to pay every invoice that's less than $1,000, then I can do that. Same thing, 10 days before the due date, hit save, and I know that all my invoices that are less than 1,000 will be automatically paid, so I don't have to worry about that either. And it will send you confirmation emails. You'll get lots of notifications about this, but this can be very powerful and hopefully save you a lot of extra work and save you some stamps as well. So I'm going to cancel out of this, and I just wanted to just briefly touch on these other tabs that we've got up at the top. The open invoices, this one you already saw. When you click the pay button, it basically takes you here so you can see the list of invoices that are open. If you want to see a list of all your invoices, you can click here. I don't have a history on this particular test account, but it would show you at least the last year's worth of invoices should show up here just as a historical so you can see what's going on. If you wanted to look at any of them, just click on the invoice number and it will pull up the invoice. It'll give you some details about it. If you actually want to view the invoice, then you can click view and it will pull up the actual invoice so you can see what the original looked like. So this is great. There won't be any need to ever look back or request copies of invoices and that sort of thing, because now they're all right here at your fingertips. Same thing is true for payments. All of your payments should be listed here, the ones you've made in the past, the ones that are pending, and the ones that are scheduled via autopay. So all of those will be showing up here as well. That's basically it. I think you'll find this very, very useful, not only from a historical aspect, but also as far as managing your payments. And if you have any questions at all, please just send an email to support@comtechnc.com, and we will be glad to help you out with anything that you might have. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you got a lot out of this. We enjoyed bringing it to you and rolling out these new services. We're going to continue bringing more services out to you as well. So until next time, thanks again.